Hi, I'm Chris Spencer. I'm the Chief Technology Officer for Global Reach Technology. We provide high capacity authentication solutions and captive portals, along with all of the other items that go with that, like analytics and logs and data and recording and those kinds of things. Really, we're aimed at supplying these services to the carrier market, and that's really where Global Reach is going, doing some very, very interesting things at the moment with carrier offload and various networks and elements around that. A particular passion of mine is Hotspot 2. I've been driving that from both the network side, the operator side and the technology side since 2014, and it's starting to feel like the tanker has turned now. So one of the things we've had from the Passpoint type of, or the Passpoint standard, is that up till recently there haven't been that many major carriers adopting the technology. So we've been pushing it and we've been going along and things like that. But now you've got the likes of super carriers like AT&T and things like that are enabling it within the handset directly. So we've now got carriers that are delivering large offload or have got large offload requirements in large offloads of users, and we're delivering that for them on behalf of them. So we're managing both the estates and the interconnects and the IDP engines to deliver those solutions. So some of the challenges we're now facing, certainly from a CTO role and looking after a global platform, the biggest one is scale. I can't stress that enough at the moment, but I believe is going to be the next big challenge. And this isn't a case of just spinning up 1,000 radio servers to take care of the load. This is actually using artificial intelligence, machine learning, predictability to actually meet those scales when they're actually happening. You've got the likes of carriers that are going to flick on hundreds of thousands of users in a few seconds because they need to offload large data, or they've got large numbers of subscribers they need to offload very, very quickly. So you're going to have a network that can scale, or a back-end infrastructure that can scale very, very quickly. Up till now, we've had other bottlenecks within the network. For example, the access point. Now we've got Wi-Fi 6. We're able to get far many more devices connected to that network, which means we need to manage, authenticate, and act on those kinds of requests that are now hitting the core. So some of the things that I'm looking at in the future is being able to do those predictive scale types of projects, because look at the environmental aspect of running 1,000 servers hot all the time. We don't want to be doing that. Also commercially, that doesn't make that much sense to do that. We need to be able to scale on demand and predictable to meet that traffic load. So again, I guess scale is probably the next big challenge that we're facing. So I think from a Global Reach perspective, and certainly from mine, is I'm able to meet with peers in the industry. We're able to collaboratively work together. We can all agree, there's a problem here. How can we solve this? We can work interactively together, and we can look at things from both the networking side, the client side, across the whole ecosystem of what Wi-Fi is. And I as I said previously, the scale one is one of the things now I think is going to be the next network challenge. Now we've got the devices that are connecting in hundreds of thousands. We need to make sure that the network can cope with those types of loads in a predictable, safe, stable way. And I think meeting like-minded people who are also having those same kind of challenges and being able to share ideas, work collaboratively, as well as create white papers, standards that we can follow, best practice guides. I think that's the point that I really like about the Wireless Broadband Alliance.